Yo, what it do, what it is, y'all. It's your boy Taylor May Rock, and now tuned in to the infamous No Filter Show. And as always, I'm joined by my great co hosts.
Yeah, y'all know these vibes. K Quick BBF, we in the building. This a new year. Yes, it is. Shout out to the new day.
What? Like this this is the Blue Phoenix, y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday, happy new calendar year 2025. We are here.
Man, so
And it's
look,
Capricorn season, boy. Cat
hey,
season,
look,
baby.
it's a new year, new grind, new shine. I want to start this new year out. Normally, I say, how y'all been? I want to start this new year out with a confession. You guys
What
ready
we
for this?
got? What we got?
Today, I fucked up. I fucked up bad. I went against
Detail.
something that I said I wasn't going to do, and I stood tall on it until I seen the TikTok video, and it caused me to relapse. I listened to R. Kelly again today, y'all. I heard I heard the greatest sex. I had some flashbacks, and I said
Nah,
I gotta
nah,
go
that,
get this
that was
song.
my song.
Yeah, I couldn't help it. It was just TP2 is one of the best albums he ever did. Personally, it's one of my favorites. You know what I'm
But
saying? The
I'll
lyrics
say
put
that.
together.
I'll say this. And like I said, there's people who don't care and listen to them. That's their prerogative. I mean, but it sucks still because I too have memories tied to quite a few of his songs. You know, and it's just and it's the same with Mystical. You know what I mean? Same with Mystical, who was one of my
Yeah,
favorites. But it's just weird. Maybe it's just morally or what I believe in or saying. Or it's just I feel almost
yeah.
weird listening. It's like I don't know, man. It's just not the same. It doesn't hit the same. You know, just
Phoenix,
knowing what they've done and what they are convicted for.
right? Do you, Phoenix? Let me ask you this: Do you feel? Well, I don't know if you still listen to R. Kelly, but do you like? If you hear one of his songs, do you kind of like side eye the lyrics sometimes as a woman?
I've been doing that for years though. It's certain songs I'll be like, but the greatest love. I mean, not the greatest love, but the song you was just talking about.
Hmm.
I can't side eye that song.
Yeah,
Like
you
that that
can.
that song right there. You just can't. But honestly, I haven't. I don't know the last time I listened to an R. Kelly song, and it's
I
not like
don't.
it's on purpose. It's just I haven't heard it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say the last time I heard an R. Kelly song was at my family's New Year's Eve party. They played the Step in the Name of Love, and then at some point they had the Block Party song playing. But aside, I mean, like aside from that, because like one of the songs that I had the biggest memories tied to was the Ignition remix. You know, that was my
Yeah.
joint. But
Yeah.
at the same time, even when you break that down, it kind of just it's kind of weird. But that song, and it's just it's mainly a lot of his singles, a lot of his big singles that
Yeah.
when you hear certain lines, kind of turns me off to listening to the rest of the song. I can't even listen to Aaliyah's first album the same because he wrote the whole thing. He had a 14, 13, 14-year-old girl talking about those types of subjects,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just weird.
So let me ask y'all something. Are we? Do you think that we're overreacting? You feel me? Because look at it from an artist standpoint. When you in the studio, you vibing, and especially with R&B, you feel me? You looking for that right sound, the right lyrics. Are we overreacting, or are we just like putting everything under a microscope because we found out, what I'm saying, the shit that he was doing?
I say, go ahead, Felix, go ahead. You go. Well, I would say all right, well, mine, I'll keep it short. But I would say it depends on the person because some people are just very, very strong in what they stand on and what they believe. And they just got to keep this. And I believe, and personally, I'll keep it on R. Kelly. Like, if you listen to what you want to listen to, I don't care. But the main thing that bothers me is on top of you listening to him, which is not the problem because nobody can force you to stop listening to anything you want to listen to. I mean, but my problem is like his fan base when they make comments or post about these things, they are literally trying to downplay the crime he was convicted for. They're trying to cop plenty of pleas for him that they wouldn't cop for nobody else if they weren't famous or a famous singer that had their famous song. I'm all about keeping the same energy for him as you would for somebody down the street who done the same crime. That's the main thing that bothers me. No matter who else needs to be, because granted, I agree, everyone else involved needs to be held accountable too. But still, nobody put a gun to his head and told him to do what he did. He still did the crime, therefore he got to stand on it. So that's my only problem. But as far as listening to it, you can listen to whatever you want to. You can listen to whatever you want. Some people feel a certain way when they hear or feel triggered when they hear certain things. Some people have the um, ability to block certain things out and completely, as they say, separate it. But depending on the crime and depending on the person, sometimes things are just some people just can't do that. You know, it depends on that. It depends on the person really, and
Right.
neither
And
side is wrong.
Well, I'll say this. If we knew the truth about the music industry, we wouldn't listen to nothing. So I listen to, like I said, I haven't really heard R. Kelly song in a while, but if it's something that pop up or something I want to hear, I'm going to listen to it.
true.
That goes for anything. And I'm one of those people who, I'm a music person. The way the conduction of, I mean, it's just, for me, it's just the art of the music. So I'm going to listen to it. But if it's like again, like we said, certain songs are biggies. Certain, it's just
Yeah.
the certain songs of, it's Steven Tyler. It's just it's the certain things that I won't listen to. But if I want to hear a specific song, I will. This
Yeah.
is like when the uproar about Bill Cosby. I am not going to stop watching the Cosby Show. You can kick rocks, okay? I'm just not going to stop doing it. Just like certain R. Kelly songs, I'm not going to stop listening to certain songs. Anybody, we would not have it. This world is corrupt, and no, I do not approve, nor do I like what happened. And like Quick said, he got what he did. He did the crime. He got to do the time. But if it's something I want to listen to, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's like it's certain songs that'll make you now. Me personally, it's like kind of make you feel a little uncomfortable because you like but in the same breath, you know what I'm saying? Like just to play devil's advocate, look at Diddy's situation. We seen Diddy do what he do, and ain't nobody talking about mute Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody talking about his catalog, and I think it's because of the content of the music. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just think it's for me. It's hard. It's hard to separate the music from from the person because as an artist, we know that music is a self expression of oneself. You feel me? So if you're writing for Aaliyah and you're saying age ain't nothing but a number, you just told us right then and there that you are willing to fuck young girls and age don't matter to you. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I can't stand on that shit. But as a
Fact,
fan of music, it's hard for me not to listen to "Step in the Name of Love." It's
fact.
hard for me when I'm in the store and I hear "I Believe I Can Fly." It's hard for me not to sing along. You feel me? Like it's
It's a
fucked
double
up.
edged.
It's like so for me, I'm to the point where I won't intentionally put it in my playlist, but if it comes on, you feel me? Depending on the song, I let that shit fly. You know what I'm saying? That's just
It does.
Yeah,
It
but a
definitely.
clock. Go ahead.
No. You can go ahead.
I was going to say a clock is even a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? So it's there's always good and bad or corrupt and straightforwardness in everybody. We all are like that, and not to that extent. But there are parts of us that somebody can say. what's wicked or evil or and there are parts of us that are good, and it's the way of the world. So again, you just picking, just like what they say, when you hear a pastor preach or you read a passage and they say you to shoot the meat and spit out the bones. If it's
Yep.
for you, it's for you. If it's not, then leave it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So
And
speaking of, my bad. Go ahead.
I don't know, just to close, and I think there's not really a campaign for Diddy because it was, how can I say, it wasn't hard for people to stop rocking with him because, granted, I think ever since the footage of the whole, that from that hotel that dropped, I think ever since that, it made it a campaign didn't need to happen because that's one thing that people are completely against him when they saw what he did and how far he went with it. It wasn't hard to where, and plus he's not as, when it comes to notoriety, is even though he did a whole lot of music, it's still level compared to people they had to campaign for.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
as far as that, I just feel like they didn't cancel his music. You have valid points, but to piggyback on that, also because he hasn't been putting out music, like he's relevant because
saying?
of his brands and who he is as a mogul.
Mhm.
He hasn't been really active. But what I just thought about is like this whole time we've been supporting this man, and we actually know that he's not the best businessman. You feel me? Like, and it's crazy because we didn't judge his character by that, and we waited to see all this other shit came out. Now we're like, oh, he's a horrible person. So I'm gonna ask just one question about this shit, and then we can move on to the next subject. Are we really surprised at the stuff that's coming out about him?
Not at all. I mean, because everybody in their third cousin has heard the rumors, so on and so forth. And matter of fact, um, every now and then on YouTube or on wherever they show it, there's full episodes on YouTube, but I see either full episodes or clips from like the old Making the Band episodes, and those episodes didn't really age well as far as showing his business practices and how he treats his artists. They didn't age well at all. And now that I know what I know and I'm at the caliber I am as far as business and so on and so forth, I look at those shows from a completely different standpoint. Back then, like when I was like just a kid, it was all just entertainment and being a fan of the music. But now when I sit back and I look at how the business is conducted in broad spectrum and I look at it from the artist side, knowing how the industry is maneuvering, I'm like, dang, they're really getting robbed out here, bro.
Yep.
Like really.
I haven't been much of a Biggie fan. I mean, dang, not Biggie. I haven't been much of a Diddy fan since Biggie and Pac died because I felt like he had something to do with it. So I haven't been too much of a Diddy fan since then.
Really. So you never got into like his groups, the Day 26.
Like I would hear music and stuff, but as far as him, I always looked at him sideways.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think his artist did look that sideways, but I think he just means like because granted he puts out music. Granted, other people write for him. He's not really a rapper. He's more of a, I'd say he's more of a performer in hip hop. If anything,
Okay.
he's
I
more of
got you.
he's more of an entertainer because
Like
he
a
doesn't.
hype man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, being that he performs the music that's written for him, he's a performer. He's not really like a writer or a rapper or something like that. So I'll give him that. But a lot of people don't really, a lot of those don't really age well as far as replay value anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
more so the things that are he's attached to, such as Biggie, 112, and Lil Kim and all. Is mainly his artists. You
Yeah.
know, so that we go back to.
Okay. So enough of Diddy because we know Diddy did it. Allegedly. so
Allegedly.
and all this shit just came out in 2024. You know what I'm saying? We in the new year, and let's kick it off, man. Like 2024 was wild. Out of
Mhm.
everything that happened, let me ask y'all this: what was your favorite wow moment of 2024? I'll start.
Wow.
I'll start. My favorite wow moment was the sign that shit was about to get crazy. My favorite moment was Cat Williams. Cat Williams stirred some shit up. You feel me?
I was just about to say that.
He really stirred some shit up, and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of makes you think: was he lying about most of the shit that he's saying, or was it truth? I mean, who knows?
I mean, I ain't gonna front. A lot of the stuff in 2024 kind of catapulted from that interview. It's like everything that happened, you can trace back to something Cat Williams said in that interview. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about a lot of moments, especially if we're talking about things in popular culture, it literally starts from there. If you ask me, you start at that interview, which was literally within the first few months of the year, and you go on from there. So, and from there also, that also catapulted Shannon Sharp's platform after he left the Undisputed platform, which glad he did. I don't remember if this was this year or last year, but I ain't gonna front. Skip Bayless had me messed up with how he was talking to Shannon Sharp. I'm surprised Shannon Sharp ain't dragging him over that table the whole time with had the stuff he was saying. So if that was this year, then that's a wild moment too, because that led to his departure, creating his platform, which led to the Cat Williams thing. But if it wasn't, but hey, it stemmed from somewhere. But that Cat Williams situation definitely did have a huge stamp in everything that transpired this year or last year, I could say now.
I say outside of Cat, I am not a big celebrity person. Like I watch them, whatever. But the favorite thing for me was Nelly and Ashanti. Oh my goodness. That right there. We all, if you followed it or whatever, back in the day they was together, but the fact that they got back together and have not stopped smiling and laughing since they've gotten back together. And you can tell it's real because people do stuff for front, but you can really tell it's real. That's one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah, especially when they was on stage recently, they was like, "We made a baby, baby,
Yeah,
baby,
yeah,
baby."
yeah,
I
that
was
was so
like,
cute. And she pregnant again, I believe.
"Hey, bro,
Might as well.
my man said, pull out for what? For
I
what?"
mean, even when they were together the first time, they just hit together, you know.
Yeah,
So I thought it was weird that they broke up, and they
yeah,
really weren't in any relationships since then. Not that I know of. I don't really follow
Yeah, I
relationships.
mean, I think he was because he had other children, right?
I
I think
think
he
so.
had
Yeah,
other children. Yeah,
but wasn't that before they even got together?
I
Didn't he
think
have?
maybe, and then I'm not sure if he had any since then. But those two are just like a breath of fresh air. It's just really, really cool. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
Ah, 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 ah. Speaking
all
of
right.
relationships, another wild moment is when all the ballers came out the closet with this Remy and Pat Pooh situation. That was crazy work. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yes, yes, indeed, yes,
I,
indeed.
I ain't gonna front and make that third round from Get You Got It hit a lot harder.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold
Hey, but you know what
you.
couple shocked me? Fucking Coi Leray and Trippie Redd.
That
Which,
came out of
by the
nowhere.
way, she got a baby on the way now.
Congratulations to them. You know,
That's crazy.
they look like they're happy. You know, I wish all the best
Yeah,
to everybody. You know, like I said,
yeah. So, all right. So, real quick question: what are we leaving in 2024?
I will say leaving a
Demure,
few. What was that? Oh yeah, the new word.
demure,
The what?
That they were the word
demure,
they use. Say it again.
demure. The word demure.
Oh yeah.
No,
I,
they ran the word diabolical into the ground too. So
yeah, yeah.
I'll say this because I learned a whole lot in 2024. A whole lot about myself too. You know, some people tend to take kindness for weakness, and almost had me questioning whether I was too nice and so on and so forth. But I'm just leaving one thing I'm definitely leaving. I'm leaving, and Rock, I'm sure you can agree. I'm leaving bad business. I'm leaving, you know, very, 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 very. I'm leaving everything that's bad for my energy in 2024. So
Mhm.
the frequency gotta match it from here on out. So
Phoenix, what you leaving in 2024?
I guess the same thing. I really don't have much negativity. I started like removing those layers or removing those things from me earlier, maybe like in the fall. I started just letting go of people and letting go of things. So, um, what I'm leaving in 2024, more so of myself, is just trusting myself more. And so I'm leaving self doubt and I'm leaving um, self sabotage and the feelings of unworthiness in 2024 because
Amen.
nobody can do anything to me that I don't allow them to do, or I can't have certain feelings if my expectations are too high. If these people have not given me the reason to put them up on that expectation list or that pedestal. So just mainly leaving things that I allow or that I cause to myself there.
Mm. Look at y'all being all poetic and deep. And here I am just thinking one dimensional. My wife is going to kill me for this one. But we leaving Plan Bs in 2024. Look, I'm going to keep it real with you. Me and my wife, we was going through some troubled times and we rekindled our love. You know what I'm saying? And we've been fucking like hell. All 2024 has been amazing. Like 2023, my birthday kicked it all, but 2024 has been it's been a lot of reckless nights. You know what I'm saying? A lot of reckless nights, and I need to go back.
it's been stress. Well, it's been stressful, but as
No,
I'm
no,
saying,
no, 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 no. See,
No,
you,
good. He mean reckless as in good,
yeah,
too
I
good.
reckless. I
know,
agree, reckless.
but like I'm saying, is when you stress, even when you're under stress, you got to get all that
Yeah,
stress off some way or another. So
but you want to know something, and this goes back to my next question, and I'll start it out. I hate resolutions. You feel me? Because people break that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your goals for 2025? And for me, mine's is self care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always trying to help everybody and I'm always trying to do for everybody and I don't do for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't take I just started taking quiet time to myself. I just started learning how to say no, I don't want to go or no, I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to feel guilty because I'm like, damn, I need to show up. I need to show up. I always got to do this. I always got to do that. But I realized I'm burning myself out. And since I've been taking care of me. Like 2024, the summertime. I don't know if y'all noticed, but of course y'all noticed. But I fished my ass off last season. You feel me? And that was my me time. That was my time where I can go out, I can chill. I ain't gotta think about business. I ain't gotta think about life. I ain't gotta think about work. This is my happy place. You feel me? And I realized once I started putting myself in my happy place and detaching myself from everything else that I got going on, I was able to sort through my problems a lot better. I was able to manage crisis a lot better. My household is a lot stronger because we don't clash. We come together. All because we have a better understanding that we're in this together. And sometimes you may need to go to your space where you can chill. Like my wife, headphones is their thing. And at first I'd be like, yo, why you got your headphones on? It feel like you ignore me. But music puts her into her happy place. Listening to her books puts her in her happy place. I had to find my happy place outside of entertainment. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like it's been the most beautiful thing. Like I've actually started like looking at buying myself more shit. Like I'm like, I feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? If I go buy some shoes, I'll be like, I could have put this shit into the business. I could have bought some new graphics. I could have bought some, put this down on some lenses. But it's like, nah, I work hard and I go to work every fucking day and I get a paycheck. And it's not fair that I neglect myself just to fucking pay bills. You know what I'm saying? I just manage my money right and start to take care of myself a lot better. So my shit, I'm sorry for the rant, but my shit is all about self care. You feel me? So if y'all see me out here smiling, you feel me, and in a better mood, just know that I'm taking better care of me, because when I take better care of me, I can take better care of the people around me. And I didn't realize that my stress and my frustrations come out and with the way I deal with people. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm learning that. So, self care, man. Take some time to yourself. Fuck it.
Say that again. Say that again. Whew. Well, and I don't like the word resolution either, because a lot of things that I have planned for 2025, I had already locked in stone. I had already set them as goals before New Year's was even around the corner. So,
Hmm.
so yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Well, I told my daughter, because she was walking around saying "New Year, new me," and I said, "No, it's New Year, better you," because there's nothing wrong with the foundation of you. You don't have to have to be a
Mm.
new person. Your foundation is fine. It's just like you said, we get lost or we forget. So it's the betterment of you. So that's what my goal is to better me, to better myself, and to help my children better themselves and other people. Because again, we can't pull from an empty cup, but if we fill our own cup, those around us will get the overflow. So
Amen.
just be better.
Amen. I think we on the right path, man. I don't know what else to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. It is what it is. That's all keys to winning 2025. You get what I'm saying?
Super
Now
facts,
I
man.
will say this. Another thing that I'm gonna try more stuff. You feel me? I'm gonna stop being so Mr. Cool, laid back, let everybody else do shit. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna try and participate in a lot more stuff. You know
So
what I'm
we're
saying?
gonna have you in challenges this year.
Then
We're gonna be eating the spiders and the cockroaches and all
not
that kind
all
of stuff.
that. Not
Gonna
all
be
that.
getting stopped. You're gonna be doing the hot pepper challenge, all that
Uh,
stuff.
Hold on, we over 40. I don't know about the pepper.
yeah,
Okay,
bro.
all right, fine. You and Weezy still got a title to defend. So Rock versus Weezy in the mayonnaise challenge.
Oh
I
hell
don't have to
no.
defend nothing.
Hey
I already
yo.
told y'all
Hey
I'm
look,
not
Weezy.
doing that. No,
Weezy, I'm a tap. Look. As soon as I put the joint to my face, I'm gonna throw. Nah,
I'm
nah.
not defending nothing. Somebody can have this title. I'm over it.
It gotta be too hard though.
Oh shit. Nah. I do have some fun challenges that I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
a lot of excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's more to just eating crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like some real fun challenges. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of want to do the blind. I seen the challenges where you put something in the box and you got to reach around and grab it and feel it and figure out what
Mhm.
it is.
That
So you
one,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And then I want to do the guess this drink. So I'll get all different types of sodas and drink, and you got to sip it and guess what it is. Have some fun. I do have some crazy challenges. You know what I'm saying? That
Dope.
anybody that's a daredevil that say, "Hey, I want to do it," and then quick, I'll be ordering those sours next week, brother.
Yeah. Weezy
Which
can't
one?
be
The
in the
black one?
room.
Yeah, you getting the black balls, son. The sour
Oh,
black balls. Yes,
I forgot what they call. I think it's something about some death or something. I don't know.
mega
Weezy,
sours.
Weezy can't be in the room though.
Oh nah. Weezy got to sit next to you.
Is she doing the
Weezy,
challenge with me?
look, no. See
If she's
this.
doing it with me,
Look,
then I'm good.
hey Weezy, I got you. This is payback. Remember when he was the referee for the mayonnaise challenge too? She gets to be your side commentator.
I don't care. Like for one, this is the thing. You can commentate from another room. Just
All
put a
right,
mic on. And besides, if anything, she should have been thanking me for being the commentator. So all I'm saying, I just wanted to reason
That
away
was
that
hilarious.
that
That was hilarious.
I just wanted to reason away that blazing. So
That was a crazy ass fucking challenge.
but
So
I do got a bone to pick. I do got one thing that I hope stays in the past as in 2024. I just hope the price of living just goes back to where it used to be, bro. It's ridiculous. I remember because I did some research, and this is one of the things that me and a couple of uh, friends had a conversation about on New Year's. So, granted, let's look at society today as opposed to 30, 40, some odd years ago. Back when I was a little kid, I distinctly remember, and especially based off of the research, a man can have, like a man can have two kids, a wife, a house, pay bills, and so on and so forth, and can live rather comfortably off of 55, 60K a year, so on and so forth. In this day and age, you are dang near broke. You are struggling. You dang near. There's people who make about 80K a year in the DMV,
mhm.
struggling. It's like in order to have money left over to do extra things aside from mortgage, car notes, insurance, utilities, food, some clothes, so on and so forth, you need to be in that 90 to 100K range and all that good stuff. We was just talking about how back in the day haircuts used to be $16 and now they are $55 when you go into the barbershop. So that's
55.
for hair and beard, yes. And that's for everything all of, and so imagine how if it goes from 16 to 55 for a haircut, how does that work for a mortgage, rent, car notes, bro? I'm just saying, and I mean, what do y'all as adults with children feel about this? Yo, what do you
You
think?
need 3 side jobs for groceries. Like it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Um, Cost of living sucks. And the thing that sucks the most about it is the cost of living does not equate the cost or the wages that you make.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime they do a wage increase, which is the minimum wage, they increase the minimum wage, they increase everything else. But the minimum wage is barely making what the cost of living was before they increased it. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You got damn near slide the pole just to go make dinner. Like it's
That's true.
crazy.
I'm
I
gonna
know
be
a lot
real.
of people.
I'm gonna be real with you. I have a multi view on this, so just bear with me.
Do
So
you think?
I definitely agree. You feel me? That shit done fucking went up and it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I first got my first apartment in Landover, and it was $638 a month. You feel me? Right now, the average one bedroom in PG County is ranging at a minimum of 1,900. You know what I'm saying? Possibly give or take a couple. You know what I'm saying? But if you want something nice, it's gonna be around 19. You feel me? Maybe 20. You get what I'm saying? So like I get it. I really get it. But also I take into consideration where shit in advance. You feel me? When you move into to newer places, you have more modern things. You know what I'm saying? Especially with apartment living, you're paying for the amenities. You know, like I lived at a community that had a fucking a dog, a pet spa, a gym for a pet spa in every building, a gym in every building, and a pool for every building. You know what I'm saying? In an underground parking garage with a storefront. You know what I'm saying? So I can get the cost of things based off of what am I getting for living here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, Weezy, I'm sorry, Phoenix, I agree with you. Like, this is bullshit. Like, why is shit going up and my pay not changing? You know what I'm saying? Why is minimum wage going up? And I speak from a man that put in work. I went to school, I got certifications and all of that shit to get where I am. and they're raising minimum wage, and minimum wage is getting closer to where I am, and my salary isn't fucking increasing. You feel me? Like one thing I will say, and I say the company's name, shout out to Southern Management. What they did for me as an employee when I was there, each year they guarantees you a raise, right? That you're with the company. On top of that guaranteed raise, around March, they will give you a cost of living increase. You feel me? And it was a minimum of 50 cents. It may be just 50 cents, but that on top of your review, you feel me, with your raise, like that shit adds up. That's how you're supposed to look out for people. I think it should be mandatory that every year or around time for your evaluation for your raise, you should be include. It should be included that everybody gets a cost of living increase because this shit is fucking ridiculous. I remember
Hey,
back in the day when gas was like 1.99 a gallon. Shit, even
man,
a dollar 50. You feel me? Like when you can real live fill up off of $20. Like you got small cars like Ford Focuses. You feel me? That cost like 40 to fill up now. Like this is ridiculous. You get what I'm saying?
last time gas was that low was during the pandemic where everybody had to stay in the house. You couldn't even drive nowhere.
You
Exactly.
didn't need the gas.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I
You know,
mean,
I think
that I even made a post about it. I'm like, they would lower these gas prices where everybody can't go nowhere.
now I will say this. Now here's my other side. You feel me? I always tell y'all my mentality the things is like no matter who's in office or whatever I'm at, I gotta hustle to make whatever I gotta make. I gotta work. We are privileged to live in a day and age where we have the ability to make a lot of side money. And a lot of side money that can actually be unaccounted for that you don't have to file taxes for if you do shit right. Look, IRS don't audit me. You already got me one time. You already know I'm square business. I just had to put it out there because them niggas is some bitches. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
and to piggyback off that, for real, I mean, there's people who work for the federal government that I know. All of them got second jobs and third jobs.
But
Because
you want to
federal
know something?
government can't pay enough
Let's
to
let's
cover
let's
all.
dig deeper. Let's dig deeper. You know what our problem is?
What's up?
We didn't learn financial literacy growing up. They just started teaching that in class. We didn't learn how
Unfortunately,
powerful credit really was. You feel me? We didn't learn how to split our total income into a percentage that we live off of, a percentage that goes to debts and savings, and then a percentage that we just have for spending money. Like we're not taught these type of things. So therefore, I feel like our biggest downfall as a people is we mismanage money. You feel me? Like that's just real. Like I get that a lot of times shit could be in the clutch, but you know what I'm saying? I can even speak personally for myself. Like when I'm up, you feel me? Like I blow a lot of fucking money. You feel me? I don't save money. Like I get around and be like, hey, y'all hungry? It could be 16 people in here. All right, let me get 14 pizzas. Y'all want some wings too? Like that's just me. I live in the moment when in reality, you feel me? I'm supposed to live below where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to sit up there and all the money that I want to splurge, throw it in the bank account, just save. You feel me? Another thing that I learned that we as a people fuck up is we don't invest our money. Like we are so afraid of the stock market, and it's sad. You feel me? But I'm gonna tell you like this: my guys, we talk money. You feel me? I got friends that play around in the stock markets. I done had friends that and family that had crisis going on in they household or in their life, and they was able to sell some of their stocks, and boom, they right back in the game. That's the name of the game. You feel me? Take your money, reinvest it, double it up, and when you need it, you want to go on a trip, pull that money. When you got something in emergency, pull that money. Don't touch your savings. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a way to do things, and we as a people need to learn. We need to find our lane. You feel me? Like everybody's financial plan ain't gonna fit everybody's lifestyle, but you got to figure out how to save some money. Like the best thing I did, honestly, because October, I'm gonna be transparent. Oktoberfest put us in a rut, and y'all know my situation. You feel me? Me and my wife sat out there, and when we was at the fishing spot, my place of peace, brought her out there, and we said, "Look, we got to figure out how we not gonna be in this situation again." You feel me? And the first thing we did said we need to save money. And then it was like, how can we save money when we spending a lot of money? We had to sit back and look at what we were spending with a microscope. And it comes to find out we were blowing money. Little stupid shit. Like, why do you have a Netflix account and I got one too? Why are we both paying for Amazon Prime?
That add
And we
up.
getting shit. You feel me? Why are you playing for Disney Plus and I got Hulu? You know what I'm saying? Like little shit like that. You feel me? Like what? Why are we shopping here when we can shop here? Then we get to looking at fucking statements. You be like, damn, our biggest hit was, do you know how much we were spending in fucking DoorDash? I'm gonna say it again. Do you know how much we were spending in DoorDash? A family of 4. Every time we ordered, it's nothing less than $40 fucking dollars, and we will order frequently, sometimes multiple times throughout the day. That was blown money. That was grocery store money. You feel me? That's go to the store, fill the house up, and make some meals. Let's make it do what it do. The mismanagement. You feel me? Cutting off that extra money, and now we cut our expenses back so much where it's just like, fuck. All right, let's pay some debt off. Let's pay everything and everybody that we owe. Let's get our credit straight. Now let's start buying a house. Now we want to save money. You feel me? Like now we got it to a science where we were like, we got it. It's a blessing, but now we about to be really fucking broke. You feel me? Like we about to be really broke because guess what? Me as a business owner, I want to make investments, but guess what? As a man, I hate going around asking for money. It's hard. You feel me? That shit is hard. So now I'm gonna stack my money so I can throw my money into that shit. If an investor want to match me, then so be it. You feel me? But we have to make investments. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for that rant, y'all.
Well, no, because I'm glad you said that because it kind of goes into same area of discussion, but a different branch of it. You know, because one thing I want to kind of leave in 2024, but it's a discussion that always tends to come up. But it's the whole thing about relationships and going 50-50 because there was a video Star shared about women doing this. I can't pay the mortgage or rent thing, and the man says I got everything, and so on and so forth. I mean, that's all well and dandy, but also there were celebrities in that video as well.
Mm-hmm.
There were known people in that video. If you look at the average, now firstly, this is what I say. Forget the because for real, I think people are getting clouded by the term 50-50. Go by what works for your relationship. Firstly, your relationship is a team. Whatever your team and game plan is, go with that. Whatever works, go with that. Because we were just talking about the cost of living. If you look at the average couple or the average family, me, I was a financial advisor and a personal advisor in the finance industry for 5+ years. When I deal with couples, they all contribute what they can contribute together. They have a whole formula. A lot of them have a formula down.
Mm-hmm.
For real, one formula they all go by is they have one account they share and they have their separate accounts. All the accounts there's one account where all the bills come out of, mortgage and so on and so forth. They budget what each of them contribute, and the rest is for the whatever they have left over in their separate account. All the other stuff goes in there in that joint account for the bills and all that kind of stuff. Now,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, if you got a formula that works for your relationship, do that. But I do have but one thing that's interesting to me are a lot of if you look in the comments of that video, there's women who say all the 50 boys can leave and so on and so forth. This is what separates the men from the boys, all that kind of stuff. So there are women who purposely are looking for a relationship where they don't have to change. And once again, part of this is due to them being clouded by the term 50-50. Like I said, we're living in a society where the cost of living is so high, the average The average household needs more than one income in order to make ends meet and to live comfortably and all that good stuff. So,
Hmm.
how realistic is it that you're going to find one person that's literally going to take care of everything and you do nothing? But but all in all, what do you all think of
I, I
this whole?
think Phoenix, you want to go first? I feel like let's throw that term 50-50 out the window. I'm tired of that shit. You feel me? Like
So am I.
that's your better half for a reason. You feel me? It shouldn't be 50-50. It's I got you and you got me. Let's get this shit done together. You feel me? Because I've been married for what? Shit. 11 years. Me and my wife been together. It'll be 21 years in May. You feel me? And the biggest thing that I can take away from our relationship is it's like a seesaw. You feel me? Like one day, one time, I'm gonna be down and she gonna be up. She gonna be the breadwinner. You feel me? There's no other choice but for her to take on the extra that I can't take care of. And there's been times when it's been vice versa. When it's like, baby, you ain't got it, I got it. Don't stress. You feel me? You feel me? And then when we even, you feel me? It's a all right, I got it. But as a man, me personally, as a man, I'm still gonna take a little bit more of the load just to free her up some money. Because guess what? It's known. Your wife is going to just I'm gonna stop saying wife because it's both ways. Your significant other is all of this love. They're going to take care of you. So the extra money that I pump out in bills, my wife does things for me. You feel me? That makes up for that. Not saying that she does it intentionally, but the things that she do, she take care of me. So it's like I might not have the little extra money that I want to spend. You feel me? Because I took a little extra of the load. You feel me? Just to free up for her to have some money. But she loves me so much that she would take her free money and spend it on me. And not saying like she'll blow it, but it'd be something simple as I'm laying in the bed. I'm like, shit, I'm hungry. I want a burger right now. She'll look at me and say, baby, what you want? Wendy's? You want McDonald's? You want Checkers? You want Burger Fry? Like, how you feeling? You feel me? That's what that shit is about. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking team. It shouldn't, that focus on who's paying what shouldn't be there. Look, let's just get this shit paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you should be pushing your partner to be better, pushing your partner to advance. If you're making more and they're stuck in that place, you need to help them figure out how can you get them to level up. You dig what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. You feel me? Because if your partner leveling up and you leveling up, y'all good. Finance ain't even gonna be a fucking issue. It's not even gonna be a problem. The problem is people ain't on the same page because they're so concerned about money. Like you don't understand. Like if the house is straight, we got money together. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm sorry, I could rant all day.
Phoenix, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I agree. 50-50 should be non-existent. Now, again, if you want a traditional relationship where the husband pays all the bills, then you have to do everything else, right? That's usually not the case. You just want to be taken care of. But I'll say for me, I'm one of those women who will work and who will pay bills and who will put toward a household. I had to do it. I also had to be in a position to carry the household a lot of times. And so I've been in that position and not ever looked at him any less. I'm no longer with that person. So in my household, it's just me. And so I have the bulk of the responsibilities. But for me, um, again, it's not 50-50 if you're in a relationship. Nothing is 50-50. Nothing is ever 50-50. I don't care if y'all split the bills down the middle. Somebody's still going to do more on this side, or somebody's still going to do more on this side. It's not 50-50 ever. So I think like Quick was saying, do what works best for your relationship.
Yep.
And don't have kids. You have children. There's definitely no 50-50 in that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like however the the construct of the household is, as long as you two are on one accord,
Yep.
that's all that matters. No matter what happens, you know what I'm saying? Again, if something go wrong with him, she should have your back. Something go wrong with her, he should have your back. and both of you should run the household, and both of you care for the children. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So that's how it should be. All
Right.
this, you need to do this, and men need to do that, and women need to do this. Shut up. Because half of
Yeah.
y'all ain't never been in a relationship that want to do or have to do any of that. Y'all ain't never had the experience.
Hmm.
So shut up.
You know what bothers me? That you said something, Phoenix. That was key. A lot of women who want a man to take care of them, they don't want to accept the role of being the housewife. You feel me? They
Right.
don't want to make sure that the house is clean, laundry's done. You feel me? Dinner's cooked. Because let's be real, if and I hate to say this because it sounds like what is it, misogynistic? Where if I go to work all day and bust my ass, I as a man have an expectation that when I come home, at least the house is clean. You feel me?
I wouldn't say that's misogynistic because if we're talking directly to that category of women who want the man to do everything
Yeah, but you
financially,
know,
if you
it's
want,
that.
if you want, if they want that, then you need to take on the role of the traditional woman to go with that. You know what I'm saying? So
Because let's be real, when I was unemployed and wifey was the breadwinner, shit, she had that same expectation of me. Like, nigga, when I come home, this house better not be a mess from these kids. You feel me? Like, dinner should be figured out. You feel me? And like at first, I was like, I'm thinking like, ain't you a bitch? But then I had to take into consideration like, she's out here every day at work. She busting her ass. She's tired. She did 8 hours at work. Do you really think that she could did 8 hours to come home to cook for a nigga that's been sitting on the couch calling and sending on resumes just with the kids all day not doing nothing? No, nigga. Hop to
yeah,
it. You feel me? Like, hey, nah, like, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, as a dad, I think I laugh at women who get stressed out dealing with the kids sometimes because I feel like dads, we have a superpower. You feel me? Like I never had a stressful time because I had a strategy. I'm gonna let you sit up there and tire yourself out. Fuck my house up. Put Cheetos in my boots. You feel me? Just don't put my phone in no water because my daughter was famous for that. Do whatever you
Cheetos are
want.
great.
Hide your pull ups, whatever. You feel me? But as soon as you get tired, your ass is going to sleep. When you go to sleep, that's when I get busy. When you wake up, that house is clean, dinner's about to be cooked, and when you wake up, all of that free for all is done. Sit down and watch TV. Clean up behind you. That's how I ran that shit. I ran that shit in the morning, free for all. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Nigga, after 2 o'clock, oh, it's daddy's world. Nope. Go to
Super
sleep.
fact.
Wake up, sit down, take your sippy cup, watch TV, eat your snacks, and if you spill them, pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, and she'll tell you even over the years, like when she'll leave, go on trips, or she'll leave, like the kids with me, me and the kids have an understanding. Like, okay, look, this is my expectations. I don't have to repeat myself. You don't like when I gotta repeat myself. Let's not have me repeat myself and just get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We have a and also that comes with me as a father setting my expectations with my kids. I think what happens is sometimes women get so overwhelmed, you feel me, that they forget to tell the kids, yo, sit the fuck down and don't do that shit again. Because the women take on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
We
you
tend
let
to we tend to not we tend to do everything instead of delegate. That's what we do. We
y'all
tend to
thank you.
we do everything and don't delegate to the children because you're like, okay, well, again, and we don't just let them do free fall. That's a little bit different. We just don't do that because it's like, because I gotta clean this, I gotta clean this. And in, in our mind, we're not only thinking surface, we're thinking deep cleaning. They got fingerprints on. I gotta wipe my wall. Well, they gonna wipe the walls. I ain't gonna wipe, but the walls gotta be wiped down because when I used to babysit my nephew, and my nieces, they would come and just touch, and so we gotta do wall wiping now.
Hmm.
But the kids like to do it, so that's a difference. When you make your kids do things, when you teach your children when they're little,
Hmm.
it's a lot easier. But it also helps to have a partner that is on the same page.
Yep.
So if you weren't on that same page or you weren't as adamant as you were as a dad, to be like, hey, y'all do this, blah, blah, but go lay down. And when you get up, this is it.
Hmm.
Not everybody has that or has a full support system like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or like when you're at work and your wife is like, okay, you know, we're gonna do this, blah blah blah. You know, if you have a support system, it makes it a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it is different with dads and children and moms and children because we're more lenient.
Yeah.
We don't delegate like we should, and until we get to the point where like, oh my god, you know, not everybody, but you know, it can get that way. So that could be why we get a little frustrated. And then we have our own little cuckoo system going on within us that throws us off too. But as far as I'm glad you said that though, because that's how it should be. And I laughed when you said you better have the shit clean when I got home. 'Cause I'm like, I can hear her say
Yep.
I heard that when you said it. I heard her voice
She
straight up.
thug, yo. She thug.
but I
But
mean it is an expectation. Like when you leave the house, you don't, and it's not like you're trying to make your spouse the maid or the butler or the cook. But when you leave home and you come home to a dirty house, it does something to you.
Yep.
I mean, it's like commuting, working, being at work, dealing with assholes sometimes. Then you got to commute back dealing with assholes, and then you come home and you see a mess, and all you like, oh my god, now I got to do more work.
Yep.
And you know, so I get that, and that's for men and women because the man don't want to come in the house to a bunch of craziness either. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
I think.
so
Yeah.
I guess that's another thing. I guess that's what we can leave in 2024 because the root of all the conversations like this is that term 50-50 because like I said, it's a relationship by relationship thing. And besides, unless your income is exactly the same as if we're going by actual percentages, it's not going to really be 50-50,
Yeah.
like I said. So, but I will say that goes to another branch of this conversation. What the route we take to get the income that we attain as adults? Because shouts out to the little homie Timo, homie DZ Ross. We had this conversation about because between all of us, because me myself, I have 2 degrees. Between us, we're all Simone is still in school. DZ has a bachelor, so do I. And yada yada yada. But of course, the what is marketed towards kids, pushed on kids, whether it's TV, whether it's teachers, so on and so forth. Go to school, go to college, so on and so forth. But what I've noticed, a lot of people who tend to get settled in and tend to get settled in a lot quicker than people who go to school are people who, as opposed to taking the white collar way, they choose blue collar, and that is the people who go to trade school. A lot of people, when they pick up trades, once they graduate from there, they can jump right into their trade, making the max, and then elevate from or making close to a max. Well, I'll say
Good
this.
money. Good. You say good money.
Let's say good money, as opposed to when we graduate. For one, it takes a long time for most graduates to find a job remotely in their area of study. It takes a minute to do that. And when they do, it's most likely an entry level position that starts you at the lowest pay, and you gotta dedicate years to climb up to the top, depending on what it is. Even like if you work for the government and so on and so forth, it's entry level. Your pay is very low when you first get in there.
Adonis said, "What up, AP?" He said a lot of people with degrees can't find work. 100.
That's 100%.
That's true.
That's 100%.
So I will say this quick, and I am a walking testimony of a
Talk
trade
to me.
school. You feel me? I went to trade school in 2009. I left the morning after Christmas. I went to HVAC school for 30 days. You feel me? And came home. And my testimony is I used to work at Sears in the home appliance department. I was making $7.25 an hour with 2% commission off of everything that I sold. You feel me?
Mhm.
Remind you, I sold appliances, so 2% of of 500 ain't really shit. You feel me? Like you do the math. So I went to trade school, and you know what I'm saying, and got my certification in HVAC, and I got my diploma in HVAC. Then I got my EPA Universal um, certification, and I got my HVAC apprentice license while I was there as well. And I came home, hit the ground and running. I doubled my hourly pay. I know my first job was paying me. Went from $7.25 an hour to $20 an hour, and then
Mm.
the key to the game was the way I elevated was I didn't stop there. I just kept getting certifications. I found my career path, and I just kept taking the classes and certifications that I needed, and then I struck gold. After that, you feel me? That put me in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I joke about y'all and I joke about it and I say it now, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all hear me say, look, if it ain't this, then don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I can say that now jokingly, but I mean it because back in the day, I had low self esteem when it comes to saying my price because I didn't feel like I was qualified enough. You feel me? But now with approaching 15 years in the game, you feel me? I can sit across from these execs and these VPs and tell them that I need X, Y, and Z, and I can say it
Oh,
confident, and I can look them in their eye, and they can throw a number at me that I don't like, and I can say confident, no, I'm worth more than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about stacking on top. Like I got a friend that does IT, and he did pretty much the same thing in his career. I think, like I said, I think it all boils back to what we was taught. You know what I'm saying? The degree is the foundation. You got to figure out. I call it padding your resume. What could you add on? Because when you look at job descriptions, they're looking for certain keywords. You feel me? They're looking to see if you dealt with this program, or if you have a certification to this, or if you have a certification in that. So once you start padding your resumes to see where you want to be, I promise you, you'll move like that. Because I was in the field. I've been in the field for 15 years, right? What up, Coach? I've been in the field for 15 years. I didn't see the jump in my pay for real, until my ninth year. And all I did was take one class. And my shit just said, boop, one class experience, got another little cert. Boop, talk to me
that's
nice.
one thing that's one thing that wasn't taught in school, you know, because I got taught. I learned afterwards that getting a whole lot of certifications really, and for real, a lot of these certifications are easy to get. For real, if you Google a lot of certifications, you can get a lot of these certifications through Google for free. For real,
Yup.
you don't have to pay for none of these courses, and it's crazy. And I just literally started studying them, and I'm about to just start racking up random certifications. I'm certi- I don't know what I'm gonna use half of them for, but I got them.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something crazy, right? Little small shit. Like if you do admin work, if you can take a typing test that actually proves your words per minute and put that shit on your resume, like that
That's
shit will get you
straight up.
looking. You feel me? Like niggas like me, I'm getting it. You feel me? But I still gotta look down. And I keep saying that
That's
my wife is an asshole with that shit. Cause she can be looking at me talking to me, having our conversation, and still typing her thoughts. How
hmm
the fuck? And they can
that's why.
tell, look, then she can tell when she make a mistake. She be like, hold on, delete, type. Okay, continue. I'm like, bro, you're a maniac, yo. You crazy, man. There's no
But
way.
it's like it is weird depending on what sides of the track you are, whether you choose school, like the scholastic route as far as like college and so on and so forth, or trade school. It's crazy how many useful things you learn on either side that the other side can't teach you, or the
Mm-hmm.
other side doesn't tell you. Because there's a lot of useful things that you will learn in trade school, such as just getting certifications just to fluff your resume up
Mhm.
That information would have been very very nice in college. Because granted, we could have done that in our spare time in between class, for real, for real. So
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you some true shit. If I know what I know now, and I was tripping because, we was in Votech, you know what I'm saying? And in my electricity and carpentry class, I was the top ranking. In electricity, I was number one. Carpentry, I was like number three. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was already up there. I had the IEC, the Independent Electrical Contractors, trying to draft me and get me with them, and then I had a union rep that tried to get me to sell. So here's the thing: with union, you're guaranteed rates, you're guaranteed raises, you're guaranteed a percentage of the highest working person in the union sets this. I think that's how it works. They set the standard. But if I
mhm.
would have did that coming out of high school, I would be fucking set right now. You feel me? Like it's like I said, like you said, it's the things that we really don't know. So to everybody that's watching it, like especially the youngest, if y'all stuck between college and trade, man, look, let me tell you like this. There's always a need for a trade. You always
Trade
need
gonna win
water,
every time.
you need heat and electricity, you need somewhere to live. I
Need
promise
plumbers.
you. I promise you. I've seen, and this is a testament, god damn, I've seen more money off of side work than I ever have done doing anything in the street. And
Yeah,
that's a blessing. Like,
that's correct. And which because the thing is, me, when I was in college, I loved it. Just I love learning. That's just
mhm,
that's just me. But I have a friend of mine who went to college while me and her graduated junior college together, and while she was in the army, she because the army paid for her school. She ended up not even using her degree. Yeah, she's a trucker now. She literally makes more money doing blue collar work, trucking than she ever did taking the
mhm.
white collar for real. So it's wild.
You
It's
know what's
very wild.
crazy? It to me, and I'm so proud of my kids because if they didn't listen to any goddamn thing that I said, they heard my message. I love my kids, but they scare me sometimes. If anything that they listened to was they listened to me saying, "Follow your dream." You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? My son is in. Everybody knows my son is a phenomenal artist. He's in school for graphic design and art. My daughter
Right.
surprised the hell out of me. I seen her drawings the other day and was like, "When did you start drawing like this?" You feel me? She's going to school for digital animation, so it's like this is what they love. Like they are artsy kids and they love that shit, and they're doing that, and to see them happy, like they are excited about it. So knowing that this is their passion, this is what they love, you know what I'm saying? They do this shit in their spare time for the fun. Why not get paid? They understand that concept. So just seeing that gives me hope that they're going to excel in their careers very fast because it's true. The best worker is the happy worker. You feel me? A person that loves their job. You feel me? Them the people that say, "Oh, no problem. I'll stay overtime. I got you." You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like those are the people that put their best foot forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
And definitely, I agree 100% for all of your dreams. And I'm a believer in everything happens for a reason because everything that I studied in school, I applied to my career that
hmm
people know me for, and it's been nothing but beneficial to me. So
hmm
once again, like imkquick.com. Most of y'all don't know my website imkquick.com. I made that as part of a final in college.
that's tight.
I had to make a complete media kit, and part of the kit was to create a website, and I already had a brand to build it around, and boom, there it was. So
That's
like
tight.
That
literally
was smart.
that yeah, so literally that plus all the business ethics, because I had to take a lot of business classes, sociology, other degrees in psychology, all this stuff I was able to apply to my career and actually see all of it in my content that I create too. So and so all in all, even so unintentionally, unknowingly, the subject matters that I had a passion for would be the subjects that help me elevate my dreams for real. So
So if y'all can go back to school for anything, right? What would it be for? Phoenix? Oh, she frozen.
come back, Phoenix.
There she
Oh,
go.
that's it.
All right, Phoenix. If you can go back to school for anything right now, what would it be?
I don't know, because I don't want to go back to school. I just did 4 years of transformative life coaching. Um,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
she already went back to school. She said that
Yeah,
like she was. She
I done
said,
been to school for medical. I'm certified medical assistant. I'm certified phlebotomist. I done been to school for. I just been to school. So I don't
she
know.
said you said that like you just got out of jail. Like I just did 4 years, but I want to go
Right.
back.
Well, because it was work. Like the years went by fast, but it was work. It was work on top of dealing with other things and family and friends and love. Just it was a lot. But yeah, I don't know if I would go back to school. You know what? I would. I wish I would have been able to finish my auto body and pursue that because I love
Mm.
cars. I was in auto body in Votech and I love cars. And I really wish I would have been able to finish auto body and go into mechanics because I've always wanted to work on cars. And that is one
That's
thing I
right.
wish I would have done. I got pregnant being fast in high school.
Mm-mm.
And I did finish, but I had to come out of class because we were painting and we were stripping
Yeah.
cars. I was breaking bolts from up under Mitsubishis and all types of stuff. So I had a ball in there, but I got pregnant. So
Well,
that's the one thing.
if you want to get back into it, I know a few people that need new alternators. If you want to put them in.
And my dad, my biological father, works on cars. He used to work on his cars, work on other people. He has a lot of skills. So I think that's probably why I took an interest in cars. I just like cars. So that's the one thing. If I were to go back, not now, because I ain't lifting nothing now. But I do know how to change my own tires. I do know how to put stuff in certain places. I know how to do all that stuff. How to crank a car up, like any type of car with a lift, a pump. So I mean, it's just I would want to do that.
You know what I'm going back to school for?
Was that?
We No, seriously.
You don't even
No,
need
no,
a
I'm about
vehicle.
to say
You are
in there
self-taught.
I'm self-taught.
is.
Goddamn it. No, but seriously, I'm actually about to. I think in March I'm gonna go to Oaksterdam University. I'm going to get my degree in cannabis. I want to learn the whole process, how to grow, how to extract. I want to learn the laws.
Cannabis
You know what I'm
degree. I
saying?
didn't
Like
know that.
so, only because my idea of my shop that I'm trying to open. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like it'll give me the leg up, and then plus, like, me, I'm pro cannabis. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that knows me knows that I smoke the best, the stickiest of the ickies. You know what I'm saying? And I'm for it. So I figure like the industry's opening up now, and on the federal level, it's going to change sooner or later. So why not get the leg up? You know what I'm saying? Because once again, and to all my people that we've been talking business, understand that once that changes, the cannabis industry is going to flow. It's already crazy. Just remember when Colorado made that shit legal, they came out of debt within their state the first year. Imagine what it's doing for the country right now. When they flip that switch and change the levels, oh yeah, it's gonna open up. So get in where you fit in. And y'all already know I see shit. Not because I got four eyes. Oh well maybe because. Quick, what happened to you?
He frozen there, sleep.
Yeah. You went to sleep behind the wheel and shit. Now we can't hear you. We can't no, we can't hear you. He got a phone going. He said, "Daggone it." I was trying to read his lips.
But yeah, I'm with you as far as, and the biggest thing that I do with my children, I
Mhm.
try to harness whatever, like with your children, whatever they are interested in and whatever they find, just try to. I don't want them to be me. I don't want them to be what the work. I want them to be what they want to be, and I'm going to, help them navigate it. Of course, they're going to have foundational tools. They're going to have all these different things, but I want them to pursue what they want to pursue.
Mhm.
You know, and
Uh,
that's how we do it over here.
you hear me now?
No,
Still,
no.
Goodness gracious.
It's
Yeah, you
Verizon.
do, fool. You hear me? I hate y'all. I swear.
Oh shit! Oh, that was
You
too
talking about some
easy.
no? You for real? No.
I mean, if I was to go back to school, I probably would further my education in psychology. You know, um, I just wanna, cause like I said, that's the first subject that I fell in love with. And that's a subject that I, even when I got my master's in communications, public relations, I still studied. It was still a, it was still, I still had to take that along with the curriculums needed. And when I
Yeah.
had to take electives, I chose to take more psychology courses. So I probably would explore that even more.
Now I would go back to school for sex and get my master's in masturbation.
I think you already did that too.
I got a certificate. It's kind of sticky. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, you
You
ain't
know
even
what,
need
Quick?
you ain't
Hey,
even need
Quick.
tape
You
to
know
go to the
what? I'm,
wall.
I'm gonna do it for you, Quick.
He put himself in the back. Quick put himself in the back.
Oh shit!
The sticky icky for real.
Right. All right. There you go. You good,
yeah,
buddy?
yeah, I'm straight. Just had
Oh,
to resync my earbuds here.
oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm good. But hey, but yeah, definitely. I mean, education is one of the things that I always promote because you're never too old to learn something, no matter what stage of life you are. Whether it's getting new trades, some people go back to school just because they want to learn more, or they're already settled in trades and so on and so forth. But like for instance, what I think like you have a trade, but you want to go back to school for like film and get certified in different things such as that. So
Hmm.
some people go back to school just because they have a passion in something. So there's more you can learn about any and everything. So
No. Here's my thing. Now, let me pose a question. Can you get the same value of a college education through YouTube?
you can because I ain't gonna. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. It depends on what it is because there's things I learned while I was in school that I wouldn't think to learn or search for on YouTube. You know what I mean? As far as doing things such as engineering, um, film, and doing art and cameras and so on and so forth, anything art related, of course, I self taught myself a lot of that thing, a lot of that stuff. In addition to to mentors that I had in the areas that I'm talking about, they steered me in the direction to find those things.
Yeah.
But once again, like for instance, and I went to Bowie State, and in Bowie State, like at most HBCUs, I think in all of them, it's a requirement to take an Afro American Studies course. It's a requirement. And Janae Holston, I think she was my professor when I took it, and she literally Nothing can replace that experience because all right, let me explain. First day I come into class, and y'all know how I dress. I come in there, I'm fresh, so on and so forth. She's an older lady. She gave me like a grandmother vibe. She's older. I sit down. I say good morning to her. She said good morning, and then she tells me to take my hat off. And I'm like, all right, that's very old school. But like immediately, without thinking, I was just like yes, ma'am. Like that, 'cause that's the vibe she gave off. But when she started talking and so on and so forth, come to find out, the lunchroom sit-ins that happened, like during the civil rights movement, so on and so forth, she was a part of that. She was
Mm.
actually there. She marched with MLK and all them. So, and like literally, you can Google her and you'll see her mugshot. I actually had
Wow.
to put on an era in time where she did the lunchroom sit-in, and I researched her and everything that she's done, and she was a part of popped up, and I was like, wow, like this, I'm learning something from the source, somebody who was there.
Yeah.
I will never be able to get that from YouTube
Mm.
ever. There's some things that I will carry sitting in front of her. I sat in front of the class, front and center, in front of her. Like I couldn't wait to just listen to her and learn from her. Like this, that's a moment in time. That semester, that class is something that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. And I literally would stay at the class just to talk to her. Like I would find any reason just to talk to her. And for real. And it was so
Quick said, "Hey, miss, how do you feel about a black marker?
stupid.
Cause it
But
turns
yeah,
white out."
but I would say just she's one of those people you automatically respect when you see her, and when you hear her talk, you just automatically respect her. Like, and the fact, like, hence the reason why I took my hat off so fast when she asked me to, or told me to, or whatever. It's just she gave me that grandmother. It's something my grandmother would say, and I just did it immediately without question. It was just, but you learn things from YouTube in your own research? Yes, but there's a certain experience that you may get being either in school, in class, or just out there personally in a scholastic journey that you will never ever ever be able to duplicate. And that's one of them. That's just one example. So yeah.
No, that's a great example.
Hmm.
Phoenix, you got anything?
No, but I do agree about the source being in person. There are things you only can learn from hearing from a person. YouTube or TikTok is recorded, so it's no connection. There's no Q&A. There's no um, getting the feeling or experiencing these stories. You have to be in person. I'm one of those people who like to go to school in person. I can do online, but it's to me, I'm a connection person. So yeah, I
Same.
agree. I agree.
Nah, y'all killed the dead on with that. Everything y'all said, it ain't even no point in me repeating because that story quick is that's actually like a privilege.
It
You know
was.
what I'm saying?
I,
To
I really felt privileged that I was chosen, or because that's what I felt. I felt like I was chosen to be in that class and sit in front of her, and just to listen. I could listen to her all day. She could have taught in all of my classes, and I would have been fine. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I actually seen she was actually on the Rock Newman show, and for real, she's a DC historian too. Um, she was up in age. I'm not sure of her whereabouts now, but I'll send you all the video. I'll post it on the No Filter show page as well. So in case you all want to watch it, you can. So, and this is the weird thing. She was on the Rock Newman show to talk about the history of DC, but Rock Newman spent the entire show talking about just her history and what she went through. Because when he did his research on her, of course, y'all know the rest. But all in all, what a way to start off 25.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So it's only right for we just started out the way we normally end it. Quick.
Y'all already know the vibe. It's K Quick. Follow me at the real K Quick. I am KQuick.com. When I say it's about to be major in 25, it's gonna be major in the 25. Y'all already know Beach Balls and Face ENT. Shout out to Global Square Productions. They're actually on a media run right now. Water is out, Bummer is out, Rise of the Golden Goons is out. Whole lot of films coming
Yes,
on. Shout out
sir.
to 45, everything. So, Red Vision got a lot going on. Y'all just stay tuned. Y'all already know. Yeah, it's on all, firing on all cylinders. So, just stay tuned. What else can I say? BDF.
And I am the Blue Phoenix. You can catch me at the Blue Phoenix Hills everywhere. Louisa Harrell on Facebook. Also, I am going to start back doing my Blue Phoenix lives. I've decided to come back. I found some pages that I wrote in my book about what I want for Blue Phoenix, and it kind of shook me up a little bit. And I was like, okay, all right, it's time. So I'll be back. Also, this year is for us to. So last year was lessons. Year before that, we were trying to find ourselves. This year is time to live. So come alive in 2025. That's all of our goals.
Big facts, big facts. Of course, y'all ain't see shit change. Follow me on all social media platforms at TaylorMade Rock, and by the grace of God, I still have my Instagram, fuckers. Yes, sir. I still got the TaylorMade Rock. They took my Red Vision, but I mean, it's cool. It's a white fresh. It's a start over. It is what it is. We're gonna take the good with the bad. You feel me? The hate with the love. With that being said, make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms at TaylorMade Rock. Tune in next week. We got a guest. Quick, who's our guest next week?
Tune in next week as we have the T Miles in the building coming to join us. He is HC, the chemist artist. You know, also he affiliated with Harmony House Entertainment, Lazy Bone, Bone Thugs, all that good stuff. So he will be in there to talk about all his upcoming projects, things he got going on, and so on and so forth. Me and him actually got a few things going on that we'll talk about next. But if y'all want to know all the inside stuff, make sure y'all tune in. And that's another thing. We got other crazy guests coming on.
Mm-hmm.
So next week, and then the week after that, I'm talking too much. Y'all just gonna have to
Yeah.
stay tuned. And it starts next week. T Miles in the building will be in the building, and that's a pun
Hey.
intended.
Yo, we all know Phil the Show. Love yourself, love your family. Take care, y'all. Good night.